Mark Stodla, and I would like to be your next mayor. Let me tell you a little bit about me. First of all, I want you to know that, like Barbara, I've been in private business now for a long time as well. I'm a partner in a law firm, Canidate Stodla, that is down here in downtown, over in the Tower Building. We feel that we've been doing a good job to try and contribute to the economy of downtown, of course, in our own way, as many of you do. In addition to that, I've had the great opportunity to serve as your prosecuting attorney for several years. Back in a time when many of the challenges that we see today, we were experiencing then as well. And prior to that, I had an opportunity to be your city attorney and to sit in a position where I had the opportunity to advise the city board of directors on the way to get things done and how to get them to the end of the road to see that action would be taken. One of the things that I was really proud of in doing that was that I was one of the recipients of many complaints at that time that the city and our police department was not able to respond to some of the drug activity that occurred in our neighborhoods. And in responding to those neighborhood concerns, we got together and we drafted up the Drug Abatement Act of 1989, and the city as a leader went in and shut down drug houses. Some of you may remember downtown over here where the bus transfer station is now. You might remember there were a few flea bag old hotels over there. And as prosecutor, we carried that same program in, and we were able to get rid of those motels that were really a plague on our downtown area. And what we've seen come back and rise from those ashes really is a wonderful opportunity of public improvement that's now mixed with the issue of private improvement that is really beginning to create a wonderful vibrancy downtown here. But let me tell you that in addition to the experience, what I think is really important and why I ask you to vote for me for your mayor is because I think I've got a vision of what this city can become. You know, it's happened in other places around this country. It's happened in Austin, where there's been a focus on a particular area. It's happened in Raleigh-Durham. It's happened in Chattanooga. It's happened in Charlotte. It even happened back in Atlanta 45 years ago. And it can happen here. But I believe it means that we've got to have a strong, firm focus on where to take this city. We've got some issues here that we've got to face. In the last 15 years, we've seen a migration of our population that's gone every place, but in Pulaski County, we've only had 4.8% growth in 15 years here in Pulaski County, contrasted with every other county around us in multiple digits. Buckner County, 61%, Perry County, even 31%, and you can go all the way around our entire county with the exception of Jefferson County and find multiple-digit growth. What our campaign has been doing is focusing on three things. We've been focusing on the issues of public safety because we have an issue that we need to face and address. We've been focusing on the issues of quality of life and economic development, and I believe all three are very, very tied together. When Forbes magazine ranks us 145 out of 150 as the least livable city on the crime index, we've got an issue we've got to address. We've got to focus on that. I've come forward with a plan to deal with how to try and bring back the police department to the strength that it needs. Chief Thomas has indicated what we've got to do. We've got to have more officers on the streets to put them back in our alert centers to be able to make quiet nights work. I've been talking about the fact that code enforcement and the issue of residential development, and particularly as it relates to downtown, the issue of residential development is so critically important to the vibrancy of this area, to the ability to put grocery stores down here, the ability to have the community of life that we're talking about. So I've been talking about going in and working on trying to bring in infill housing. We have two city commissions right now who are relocating and building houses, and yet the two are not talking together. The Housing Authority is getting ready to build 66 units. The Airport Commission is literally moving neighborhoods between the two runways. And we could be building infill housing, putting people into safe and sanitary housing, and really creating the neighborhoods and the communities that this downtown needs for its support. Let me mention as well that the issue of the homeless is a very important issue. I, for one, would like to see us do it faster than 10 years. I know we've been talking about a 10-year plan, but a lot of those people are going to be dead in 10 years. We need to have a way to bring people together in a common location, in an area, to try and get them the help they need, to get some job training involved, to get some issues of education, and those things in terms of that. Finally, let me just say that, you know, I went through and talked with Del Boyette about the importance of what we need to do to resurge.
It's time.
Okay, thank you. Let me finally close by saying I'd love to have your vote on November 7th.